Welcome to Artists Creating Together's in-school residency orientation. This presentation will provide special education classroom teachers with information about ACT's in-school residency program, including application processes, important dates, and more. If you are a teaching artist, you may find this orientation video helpful. However, teaching artists are also invited to make an appointment with ACT staff for additional residency support. Let's begin by introducing Artists Creating Together, or ACT. ACT is a nonprofit arts organization whose mission is to empower people with disabilities to learn, grow, and celebrate through the arts. Our tagline is All Arts, All Abilities. We have a studio in Grand Rapids on the corner of Leonard and Monroe. We offer performing and visual art classes in our studio, in area schools and early childhood centers, hospitals, and in partnership with other community agencies. You can find us on social at ACTWM or online at artistscreatingtogether.org. Here we've included some general info and announcements about ACT programs, ways to stay up to date, and how to find us online. If you'd like to learn more about all that ACT has to offer, please pause to take a look at what we have happening this year. Each year, ACT offers opportunities for special education students to have accessible, exciting arts experiences at no cost to the classroom or school. 3 such opportunities are highlighted here and on our website at artistscreatingtogether.org/classroom partnerships. Again, please take a moment to pause and take note of these program timelines and application windows. If you have a different idea for a classroom partnership, please feel free to reach out. We are always open to new ideas and are excited to bring art to your students. Now let's talk specifically about this year's in-school residency program. Through a residency, a local professional artist will come to your classroom and facilitate a 10-visit interactive learning experience in the arts. You have the opportunity to propose your idea for a residency, considering the needs and goals of your students and the art form you hope to experience. In order to be considered for the program, you must apply and propose your idea. Not all applications will be accepted. However, most years, ACT is able to award 20 to 30 residencies. Let's continue to this year's important dates. This is a snapshot of important dates from the residency information packet. The full packet can be downloaded from artistscreatingtogether.org/classroom partnerships. This table includes key events such as application windows, scheduling timelines, and deadlines. We'll go into more detail about each of these events in just a moment. Please note, deadlines may vary slightly from year to year, so even if you've hosted an ACT artist in your class before, you'll want to pay close attention to this year's dates. You must submit an application in order to be considered for in-school residencies. To be eligible for this year's program, your students must be 1st grade through 12th grade or in a transition classroom, and the application must be for a special education classroom in Kent or Ottawa County. Classroom teacher applications are found on ACT's website. On the website, you'll see a section titled In-School Residencies with a button to download the residency application. You may return your application by mail or by email. After the deadline, ACT staff will review all applicants, matching classes to artists based on art form requests and available resources. Pictured here is this year's application. There are 2 parts. Page 1 contains contact and classroom information. A quick note here, under student information, please be sure to add the number of students in each category. We use these demographics for funding requests and grant reporting, so we will need to follow up if the information is incomplete. Secondly, you'll propose your idea for a residency by answering the questions under Part 2. The purpose of this proposal section is to dream big about the art form you wish to offer and to indicate whether you are open to an alternative art form in the event that your first choice is unavailable. We hope to understand the goals of your students, the culture of your classroom, and the space and equipment that will be available. Please be thorough and feel free to add further comments to your proposal. This information helps us make the best matches possible. Here we've included some ideas for visual and performing art forms. In addition, you can find examples of successful proposals in the residency information packet. Again, the full packet can be downloaded on our Classroom Partnerships website. Soon after your application is received, we will email you to thank you for applying. We will also reach out to you if we have any follow-up questions regarding your application or proposal. Next, ACT takes some time to make matches, pairing classes with artists based on available resources. If you are accepted into the program, you will receive an email from ACT notifying you of your acceptance. Your teaching artist will reach out to you to begin scheduling. They may wish to speak with you on the phone or virtually, or meet with you in your space before the sessions start. Please be available to assist with any of your artist's planning questions. You and your artist may choose to start your sessions right away in January, or you're also welcome to wait and schedule your sessions anytime between January and May. Your teaching artist will share your schedule with ACT. The standard format for an ACT residency is 10 sessions, once per week for 45 minutes to 1 hour each. However, you and your teaching artist may make exceptions with approval from ACT. For example, you might find that it works better for you both to meet twice a week for 5 weeks, or perhaps you'd like to extend a session to 2 hours in order to meet off-site for a field trip. Again, you're welcome to navigate scheduling in whatever way works best for your program, but your teaching artist will need to share the schedule with ACT, especially if it doesn't follow the standard 10-session format. A member of the ACT staff will visit each program once to check in with you and the teaching artist, hear your feedback, and take photos of students in action. Please have photo releases ready for this visit. You'll receive an email from ACT confirming the day and time of the visit. You and your teaching artist may also choose to schedule a showcase of student artwork at the end of your program. This could be a culminating performance or an art exhibition, either in person or virtually. You may choose to invite ACT staff, other classes or staff from your school, or family and friends of students. Transition-age students also have a unique option for showcasing their residency artwork. Students ages 18 and over are eligible to enter one piece of visual art in ACT's annual art exhibit called Action Art. Action Art takes place for a full week in the spring in a community venue such as the Grand Rapids Art Museum. If your students are interested in entering artwork in this event, or perhaps taking a field trip to see the work on display, you can learn more at artistscreatingtogether.org/actionart. Keep in mind that artwork entries are sometimes due as early as January or February, so this is something you'll want to plan for right away. Lastly, ACT is always grateful for artwork donations from residency students. Donations are used to highlight student artists in our fundraising efforts, newsletters, social media, and annual art shows. If your students would like to donate, you and your teaching artist can plan a project with that in mind. Please contact us with any further questions about this or other ACT programs. Thank you for being an advocate of the arts in your school and for your support of Artists Creating Together.